Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into my week 3 presentation. Today we'll be diving into Henry Landsberger's final report on a research project in mediation written in 1956. We'll look at both what's cited in our textbooks as well as the original work. In addition, we're also going to be taking a look at an outside journal article that's referencing Landsberger's works. In our textbooks, Eisenhart and Spengel summarize the characteristics of a mediator as someone with a sense of humor, someone who acts unobtrusively, someone that can create the perception of concerning for both parties' well-being, someone who is persistent and patient, as well as someone who is knowledgeable in the subject matter. To expand from the original work, Landsberger's research project aimed to determine if psychological tests could measure desirable mediator traits. Of course, these tests were given before someone applies to become a mediator, and they sought to determine if the candidate would match mediator qualities. Some additional mediator qualities included originality of ideas, inspiring respect as an authority figure, showing the willingness to be a vigorous salesman, someone who can control their feelings, and someone who possesses the capability of understanding the complexities of the dispute. It was determined that if these qualities were found in a candidate for a mediator position, then the hiring manager would increase the likelihood of selecting the right person for the mediator position. An outside journal article that cited Landsberger's original work was The Effects of a Perceived Ability and Impartiality of Mediators and Time Pressure on Negotiations, written by Brookmeyer as well as Frank Sistrunk in 1980. And this really focused on their perceived abilities. Mediators with a highly perceived ability in the mediation were able to influence negotiators to a greater extent than someone with low perceived abilities. Negotiators working with this highly perceived mediator received more settlement monies and indicated higher levels of satisfaction in the process than the control group with lowly perceived ability mediators. It was also noted that high time pressure situations produced more contract settlements than the opposite low time pressure situations. Overall, these three sources gave great insight on the desired characteristics of a mediator, and it's really interesting to see just how these characteristics can help in the settlement disputes. Just want to say again, thank you guys for listening to my presentation. I'm looking forward to learning about the insights that you guys had regarding mediation. Hope y'all have a great day.